Hi guys, my name is Dominic Cobb and I'm a young entrepreneur from Arkansas looking to make a difference in people's lives. If you're watching this video today, you are like me, or you're like me, and you either had or you have a job. That's cool and everything, but if you were me, you would understand there are better ways of making money in the world. The way we're going to talk about today is through business and business systems. Now sit back and watch me while I work. Over the next few minutes we're going to go over some ideas and ways of making income in the world today and see if a business is more for you than a job. Now on your screen you'll see a brochure and it says ways of generating income. In the world there are only 4 ways of making income. That's through employment, self-employment, investment, and that big B in the right hand corner comes from business owners or business systems. Now with employees and self-employees on the active side, it makes up 95% of the population. Employees in America today typically work 40 hours a week. They make minimum wage up to $10 an hour. The only problem with that is you have a cap on your income and you can't move up in the world. So the next best way to start making money is get an education and become a self-employed. That would be a doctor, a lawyer, maybe an electrician or an engineer. Problem is, running your own business isn't that you can't make good money, but you'll still trade services for dollars, and by running your own company or working for someone else, you work more hours and have less time to use the money you're working so hard for. And no one wants that. If you have money, you wouldn't be watching this video right now, but you could be an investor. But let's say, for instance, you are an investor and you have $1 million. You invest in a company. If you're lucky, you get a 10% interest return every year. You make about $100,000 off each and every investment that you put in. Problem is, you live below your means, and what's harder, making $1 million or getting a 10% interest? That's why business systems and business owners, we work with time leverage and work. We'll use an example, say McDonald's. Around 45 years ago, the McDonald's brothers set up the corporation we know as McDonald's. Best place to get a burger, right? They started a system that we today call franchising or social networking. And they become business owners that work systems. You'll see on the screen right now a layout. The big M at the top is the major business for McDonald's. The rest branched out are the social network partners or the franchises or people that bought into the company. By doing that, they worked less hours and made more money. And we work with the exact same concepts today. The only problem is our corporation, we work on a personal level. We work on a level that's based upon people-to-people, person-to-person relations. We do not deal with big business. But we have to have people that are teachable and motivated. Now everyone will say they're teachable. I mean, if you're in high school or you got a degree, you have to be teachable to an extent, especially if you have a job. But the one thing many people don't have is being motivated and having that inward drive to achieve and do something better for their life. But that's what we're going to talk about a little bit later on in this video, and we'll get to that in a minute. Now if you see on the next slide, there's ways of marketing. The first would be through traditional business or traditional marketing. You see on the screen, there's a nice little example on the left side. There's your consumer. Your consumer goes to the business, say Best Buy, and then on the right hand side, there's Best Buy's money. They work with the system we call the pay and pray, because they pay, on average in America today, over $1 billion to advertise in places like TV, radio, newspapers, ads, and billboards. They pay the $1 billion up front, and they pray to God that you come and shop at their stores. The next best way, however, was through affiliated market, roughly 10 to 20 years ago when the internet got its start. You had companies start setting up like Amazon and eBay, and we're all familiar with those. What happens with Amazon is we take the same consumer on that left-hand side, we run it through an online base, you can find millions of products You can shop, you can get lower rates, lower prices, and find the cheapest item or the cheapest price for the same item you're going to buy at a store. A lot of reasons people like shopping offline is you save time and you can save money. But the problem with that is you're not making any. So, you're still the consumer, you're going to shop online, you're running through the same Best Buy on the right-hand side. The difference is they pocket that $1 billion and they pay out in what we call referral fees. And that's a percentage paid out to that business off of every transaction made. One of the busiest days for Amazon was 100 transactions per minute over a 24-hour period. Now, if you and I had just a tiny percent of all that money, how long do you think it would take for you or I to get rich? If you can understand that concept, we'll move below. And that's what we call iCommerce. iCommerce works with hundreds of companies, a few you can see below, Disney, Dell, Petco, and Sears. We also work with exclusive brands such as Artistry, top 5 skincare in North America. We work with XS, the #2 energy drink on the market today. And we work with Nutrilite, the #1 vitamin and nutrient supplement on the market today, anywhere in the world. We drive traffic to these online sites, these same consumers. We make you the middleman or the Amazon below through a company called AmWay. And what we do with AmWay is you bring the customer to the site, to the producers such as Best Buy, Sears, Bass Pro, Disney, Dell, any of these corporations below. And when you sell the products online, we give you that percentage or referral fee paid back. And that's money in your pocket. If you can understand that concept, we'll move on. And in our business, you'll see the growth potential. Now, the first thing we're going to show you is a business model. In the model, we say, how hard is it to find in this world 9 people that shop? That's pretty easy. The next thing you'd ask those 9 people is being bold enough to say, hey, would you like shopping to be another source of your income? iCommerce has taken exactly that example. We take online shopping, we take social networking or franchising, we fuse them together, and we generate money. And this is how it works. You find 9 business partners, Facebook, MySpace, Yahoo, in your cell phone. Hundreds of thousands of contacts that you can get a hold of, friends and family, alone. You set up 9 businesses. We say on average, every American family of 4 spends about $800 a month on everyday items, whether it be household or for the kids' video games. But we say they're going to spend about $800 of stuff. You transition $300 of those same items through any of the companies we work with, you buy it through us, helps you generate an income. You do 9 people wide, do 100 points a month. You do your 100 points. On our system, we pay out in a point scale. We work in 80 countries in the world. It's a lot easier to deal with. But at 1,000 points, it's roughly $364 extra a month. That doesn't make us rich. It's not a lot of money. But who's going to turn down $400 in the mail, right? The next thing you do is help your 9 businesses grow 6 people wide. That's about 54 to 60 people doing 100 points a month. That's over 6,000 points. You're going to jump up in income through our business to well over $2,805. That's a little bit of money. And that starts changing a few people's lives. It might not be much to you, and it might be a little bit more than what you think. But would $2,000 extra help you out right now? Now, when I ask you that, I really want you to sit back in your seat, and I want you to really think about it. $2,000 a month that you don't work for. You don't show up at a job. You give a few hours of your time, talk to a few people on your cell phone. You could be there in the next couple of months. And that's a guarantee. We run it through again. Maybe another month or 2 goes down. You help each of your 6 find 3 businesses apiece. Puts you over about 125 people doing 100 points a month. You're going to top that chart at 15,000 points. And that's where the real money starts playing in. And it's a check of $8,900 a month. Now, you're probably getting ready to turn off your computer right now because you say, this guy's a scam or this guy's a lie. But I can guarantee that if you listen to me and listen to what I have to say, and you're willing to put in your time and effort in a business like this, that in the next 2 to 3 years, you can have that type of income. Now, we're not saying quit your job. We're not saying quit school. We're asking you simply, would that opportunity help you? Would it change your life? Would it make a difference? If so, the next best thing we can do is let you meet with our team. We're called FX Group. That is our training hands-on. You get to meet with business partners and owners who have done this over the last 5 to 10 to 20 years and make well over $100,000 to $500,000 or $600,000 a year extra on the side of businesses, jobs, running homes, handling kids, doing everyday life. But yet these people still find the time to allow themselves to be completely free. If you're willing to do that for me, the next thing we'll show you is the business system and how it works and how we get started. Now, I won't lie to you and tell you this thing won't take time. I won't lie to you and tell you that this thing won't cut into a little bit of something here and there. But you tell me, $9,000 later, or an extra $99,000 every year, is it worth your time to put in a few hours and a few moments to call this number? If you're interested in something like this, below you'll see the number to get a hold of our team. It's 501-580-1207. Again, that's 501-580-1207. But before you do that, I want you to really think about it. $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. Maybe even $500 a month. But would that money benefit you or the business that you work for? Would that money benefit you or the boss that you work with? Would that money benefit you or the CEO who runs your life? Because he holds you down financially. He holds you down mentally, and he holds you down physically. We want to be the business that allows you to let go and be free. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.